Top of the late afternoon to you boys and girls. The major heat's starting to wane a little bit, I guess, so I don't know, 85 maybe or something like that at the moment. We're at 3,000 feet in elevation at this location, so with the added heat, the air is relatively thin. We're going to be running a completely bone stock MS461 against a Psy-Ko SS version 461, which is in the foreground. I don't know if you can actually see on the muffler screen or not, but we're completely running black still. So we're going to do a couple go rounds, I guess. With the stalker, we're going to spin it up around 13 or so. We're going to get it close with the zip-kitted saw in a second session, and then we're going to dial that carburetor in a little bit tighter since it's got a little bit of time on it. The thing runs 2.5 seconds faster in the standard form when it's running about 13,000, but that saw is a blubbering pig at that air-fuel ratio, I guess, technically. So it doesn't even probably come alive until somewhere around 15. So we're going to, like I said, spool it up a little bit and check it out. And I'm thankful to my lovely bride. She's out here helping with the tach again, since we're dealing with 4th of July weekend and kids are doing kid things. So here we go. Change. Chain worm dried up. I'm noticing. Okay, so I guess we'll take a look at the screen on the exhaust, still blowing black, not even close to being dialed in. Carburation wise, but I should first thank my lovely bride for doing such an awesome job with the tach. Perfectly timed, of course. So anyway, back on track. It's hard to tell watching, but you can't pull on the stalker very hard at all and it will stop the chain. I can pull on the zip saw as hard as I want, run it down as low as you want, and it still keeps chugging away. So I guess if you're building a saw and you want it to work well, that's one way to do it. Personally, I'm curious to see what the timed runs end up being like. This wood's been dead for quite some time, and so, I don't know, inland deciduous tree, relatively hard, I guess. It's definitely stringy. A little tiny piece out on the edge will pull wood like nobody's business in this stuff if you're trying to actually cut it down. So anyway, this saw's headed back east. Can't mention the guy's name because I never really asked if it was okay. We have a 30-inch Tsumara lightweight. This is a really old bar. I've had that bar for almost 20 years now. Didn't use it much because it was pretty short. Just kind of had it around for doing stuff. It's pretty handy in a tree sometimes, I guess, but it's a lot shorter than what a guy was running back at that point. Relatively, you know, a 33, which is 110 driver bar, was kind of on the short side when I first got that bar. So anyway, I haven't worn it out quite yet. We have a full skip Carlton chain on it. Seems to be doing okay, but as usual, we're always monkeying around with the grind. Anyway, like I said, I'm curious to see. Check the description. I checked the original, which would be this version. I actually scrutinize it heavily, and I post the time runs in the description area sometimes based on what I'm seeing. But anyway, thanks for watching this session. Hopefully everybody's having a great 4th of July weekend, wherever you might be on his green earth. At least if you're celebrating that holiday. Maybe everybody should. Doesn't matter what the heck. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.